Hello, this is Audrey Sussman, the director of the Anxiety Control Center. And today I'm doing a little tip video on, it's funny, it started out with my clients asking me for tips on weight loss. And then what I found as I spoke to most of these people who have extra weight, that they had a feeling of almost hating their body. So I decided to name this video, Learning to Lose Weight by Loving Your Body. And when you love your body, you're feeding your soul and weight will fly off. So what do I mean? So I think what happens when we have issues with weight, sometimes we feel so awful in our bodies that we almost want to dissociate and almost like not look at our body, because one of my clients said when she looks at her body in the mirror, she just feels disgusted. And honestly, this is the body we have at this moment. And although it may change and slim down, hating the body is not a good way for you to learn to lose weight easily. So let's start today with a few really easy to do things. I want to start with getting back in touch with your body. So what do I mean like that? It's just, I want you to take anywhere from 30 seconds to 5 minutes a day to actually notice what your body feels like. I'm not saying you have to look in the mirror. For this, we don't need to look in the mirror. I find it most helpful to go outside. I have like trees and forests behind me. And if I go outside, it's so easy to start getting in touch with my body. And here's the exercise. Here's what to do. When you step outside, whether it's winter or summer or spring or fall, notice the feeling of the sun warming your skin. Now, perhaps you have a winter coat on and all that's out is your face and maybe your hands. Take a moment to breathe and feel the feeling of that sun shining on your skin. And just notice as you take a few breaths, notice what it feels like to begin to tune in to the skin itself. Okay. The next step would be to notice, which we typically are so busy in our lives. So this is only, it takes longer for me to do this video than the exercise will take. So you want to then notice perhaps there's a breeze. And you know, if you just pay attention, it almost might feel like a caress, or if it's in the warmth, or if it's a really cold breeze, notice the feeling of that cold on your skin. Maybe it's exhilarating for you, but pay attention because you're getting back in touch with your body, this beautiful, wonderful body that you have. So this is first, you notice what you're seeing and feeling. Well, basically you're noticing the sun on your face, and that's the feeling. Then you're noticing the feeling of the caress of the breeze or the exhilaration of the cold. And then be aware as you breathe of any other body sensations as you're just standing outside. So that's step one. We're not at the love your body stage yet. I know that. We're just getting you back in tune with a wonderful, a magnificent body that we have that has all these skin receptors. And it's quite miraculous that we can feel all these things. The second step is to notice anything you hear. Now, again, I have a forest right outside my window. So if I go out and sit on a log and really just pay attention, I might hear little crunching sounds of animals moving around. Might even hear birds talking to each other. One day when I was sitting out, I heard very soft footsteps, like kind of moving slowly. And I looked around and there was a baby deer. And so that was exhilarating to me. So pay attention to whatever you hear, even the sound of the breeze. When I first moved here, I came from New York City I'm in Connecticut now, but I'm kind of in a countrified area. And there was this sound. And I said to one of the neighbors, I said, is there a river around here somewhere? And she said, no, Audrey, that's the sound of all these leaves rustling in the trees. But I hadn't been somewhere in so long with all of that sound. So pay attention to whatever you hear. So that's step 2. First we feel, then we listen. And the third step is the seeing. I've just started taking art lessons again. And I used to take them when I was younger. And I just drew when I was younger. That was something I just did, oil and stuff. And I've gotten back to looking at the colors. So you might say leaves are green, but if you take a moment and really look at the leaves in the tree, look at the underside. It has a different color or different shade of color. Look at the leaf itself. It's not just one color. The other day I was out driving, and I almost wanted to stop because the sky was all this gray clouds, and through the clouds was this most amazing golden light coming through. I had never seen a sky like this before. It was just so dark gray, and then this golden light coming through. It was the most magnificent sky. So with visually, think with the eyes of an artist and notice whatever you see. So this is the first step to getting back in touch with your body. We're not yet at the point of you needing to love your body. We're just noticing this miraculous ability that we've been given in our senses to see, to hear, to feel. Even the smell is different by the seashore than it might be in the forest, than it is in New York City, where I just came from. So start paying attention to the different senses. Do it for anywhere from 30 seconds to 5 minutes or more if you're enjoying it. And then we'll be back to take the next step at loving your body and feeding your soul. And when we do that, weight just drops off. We'll have a few other little tips too. Okay, see you soon. Go to anxietycontrolcenter.com for a lot more. I have articles and videos and audios on anxiety relief. And I look forward to hearing from you how this works. See you soon. Bye now.